Hello, it is Jess from benevolentplum.com. I am connecting with you today wherever you are with another pick a card reading. The theme for this pick a card are messages that you need to hear right now. These are timeless messages, so whenever you come across this video, there are relevant messages for you within. So we have three groups. Group 1 is the Star Spinner Tarot, Group 2 is the Neo Tarot, and Group 3 is the Modern Witch. I will list all the oracle decks in the description below, along with the timestamps for the readings. Alright, so let's take a couple deep breaths and see which deck we are drawn to. Do use your intuition, and you may see a reading number in your mind, you may just feel drawn to it, or when you open your eyes, you may automatically kind of look in that direction. So just trust your intuition, and let's get started. All right, so we are breathing in positivity and clarity, and release, blowing out negativity and confusion. And again. And as you breathe out, slowly open your eyes. See which deck you are drawn to. And now that we have chosen, I will meet you at your reading. Hello, Group 1. Welcome to your timeless messages that you need to hear right now. So I will let Allie hold that. All right. This is the Star Spinner Tarot. All the decks have been shuffled already just for you. We'll do one quick little shuffle for each one as I pull the cards. All right, messages you need to hear. All right, 10 of coins, 6 of swords, the ace of coins, cool, 7 of cups. All right. Let's see, we have 7 of coins, page of cups, 9 of wands, the justice card. Let's move those out of the way. And fortitude, that is the strength card. Let's move this and get some oracle cards. All right, ooh, that one flipped right around for us already. Wow. Peacefulness. All right. Nice. Cosmos. Cool. And I also have this spirit animal deck with me today, and I will probably use the book for those. That's the Kim Kranz deck. I am trustful in my relationships. Cool. And you know, I will put a second timestamp in these too. Empowerment. A second timestamp just so that you can skip this if you'd like to, because I know it takes a few to pull the cards. But I like to give the option for everyone to see it, you know. Okay, dragonfly. Ooh, cool. And then I'm gonna get a couple of these guys. Strength again. Synchronicity. And receive. All right. So let's see here. So current situation, I feel like you may have had to walk away from a job, or you've had to travel for a job, and it's kind of been like, maybe you've been away from your family, or you've had to move to a new town. I do feel like it is the first one though. So this is of course messages for different people, so there may be some different scenarios coming up, but there is this feel like you've had to walk away from what may have been a pretty good paying job, or your job has been on hold, But what I also see is maybe some new opportunities for some income. So we have this Ace of Coins here, which is a beautiful card. It's a very positive energy. And we have this Seven of Cups. So I feel like you have some different choices maybe to choose from. And yeah, I feel like if not, then you're kind of like wishing that you had some more choices. But don't worry, because you do have a job opportunity coming in if that's something that you're looking for. All right, so here for some more advice about this job that you're thinking about or income. And we have the Seven of Coins. So, this is really a message of kind of putting some work into something. Maybe you see something that you want on the horizon. It may be a promotion even. Maybe you're already in a job and you see a higher paying promotion on the horizon, and you're thinking about that. Well, I feel like that opportunity could really be within your reach, but you do have to put a little work into it, a little groundwork. And some of that groundwork is, kind of like in the physical, doing all the footwork that you need to do, making sure that you're, reaching out to the people you need to reach out to. It's going to be a different situation for each person, so you'll know how that applies to you, but making sure you're putting in the effort. But it also means kind of in the mental space. Make sure that you are keeping your mindset very positive. Make sure you know you deserve this raise, you deserve this promotion, or you deserve this job. This is abundance coming in for you, and you should not be withheld from that because you deserve this, right? So know that you deserve it, because if you're in a mindset of I don't deserve this, or this is outside my reach, or I may never be able to attain this, well, then you're pretty much setting yourself up to never attain it, right? So you need to have just the mindset of empowerment that, this is totally within your grasp. Do the groundwork for it and watch the opportunities come in. So we have the Page of Cups here, and I actually feel like that is some good news about this coming in. Now, I do see some kind of like a little bit of struggle, a little bit of waiting, and that might just be something you have to kind of like jump some hurdles to get there. Or maybe there's a little competition for this job or this promotion. So, make sure that you are doing the groundwork with integrity. We have the Justice card here, and that's kind of telling me that you want to be using integrity with each move you make. Don't go and like talk behind a coworker's back just to try and ensure that you get the position. Go about it the right way. I really see that you are going to be getting some new income, or something good related to your income. So I really feel like this opportunity is coming in for you, but you got to do the groundwork with integrity, right? You don't want to use you don't want to be, you just want to be a good person about it, right? You don't want to try and cheat your way into any position. Not that I'm saying you would, but that's just a message of advice to make sure that you are using integrity every step of the way. Now we have the Strength card. I feel like that's a little boost of confidence for you that you can do it and that you deserve it. You may have to just work for a little bit longer, whatever this is, and you'll know what it is. So let's look at these oracle cards here. So we have peacefulness. You recognize that balance, kindness, and love brings calmness to your soul. And I feel like that's a message of making sure that you're not in a headspace of anxiety or of lack mindset, but that you are in the mindset of going with the flow, expecting that you are going to attain your goals. You're doing the work for it, and you have peace of mind because you know that you will get what you deserve, right? So we have the cosmos on your side. I will read actually out of the little book for that one. One sec, I happen to have it here. I wasn't planning on it, but I feel like this one we should read. Sometimes referred to as the fifth element or akasha, This card represents the divine spirit of unity and can also be seen as a bridge between the physical and the spiritual realms. Here we are assured that completion of our mission is imminent as we move towards our highest purpose. So cool. So I feel like that is a really positive message, kind of saying, hey, that the groundwork that you're putting in and these opportunities you're moving towards are actually part of your purpose here, kind of your life purpose. So really feel empowered by that. And we do have the empowerment card right here with the sunstone. And I really feel that for you, that you really should feel confident and empowered, because this is to do with your purpose. Maybe this job or this promotion or whatever it is something that you've been really passionate about. And also, if this is if your work and employment right now is something that really drags you down and doesn't make you feel happy, it just feels like you have to, and it's one of these jobs that just is not sparking passion in you, well, it may be time to rethink your career, right? And start putting in the footwork for a more passionate career for you. Something that really brings you joy. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And in fact, it brings you closer to alignment with, your life purpose. And so that is actually really amazing. So again, to reiterate, if you're in a dead-end job, start making moves to be in a job that brings you happiness. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you will be, surrounded by riches, but it will be still abundance yet. You will have food on the table and you will be feeling good each day about what you do. And that, I feel, is more important than having a really fancy car, All right, so we have the dragonfly here. I'm going to read out of the animal spirit deck for that. Let's see. Dragonfly, master of light, illusion, and the mind. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder and awe. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. When in balance, sees clearly, joyful, magical. When out of balance, can't concentrate in a busy mind. To bring into balance, focus on the breath. So that really reiterates this message of peacefulness here. This peacefulness, this trust, this calm that, says you are on your right path. And if you feel like you're out of alignment with your right path, take some time to kind of meditate each day, spend a little bit of time to try and gain a little bit of clarity and find the path that really suits you, because that's why we're here, right? To find our purpose, to find something that brings us joy and abundance. All right, so let's look at these 3 cards down here. We have this strength card down here. Again, we also had the strength tarot card up here with fortitude. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You're never really alone, as we are always with you. And that we are always with you. That's speaking of kind of like your your ancestors, your spirit guides, your higher self, the universe. So that's really a message of, you are not alone, and you have these energies rooting you on to kind of help you find that purpose in life. And I feel like there is a lot of abundance coming in for you very soon, if not already. Synchronicity. Are you noticing the signs of synchronicity the spirit world has been sending you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from spirit world to help you for a specific reason. So that is a very fun card, because I love synchronicities, like little coincidences that just line up at the right time. Sometimes it's those repeating numbers. Sometimes it's a song that you were just thinking of and then it plays on the radio. Whatever it is. Sometimes a yellow butterfly floats by right as somebody said something about a yellow butterfly. Whatever. It doesn't matter, but those synchronicities are kind of like just little validations that says, hey, you're being guided to the right path, or you're on the right path, and to just have trust and have peace of mind. All right. Receive. You are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. Beautiful. And I really feel like that receiving ties into this receiving of abundance of in your work or money. Like you are totally deserving of a promotion or to be in a new career that you vibe with. So again, you will know how that's fitting into your life. But if there's something you feel like is out of your reach, start making those steps towards it, because those opportunities are within your reach. A little work put in here, and you can totally attain your goals, whatever they are. Just, so long as they align with your joy and your passions and your values, you can have it. So start putting in that groundwork. And yeah, I feel like that's a great reading for you, Group 1. So thank you so much for joining me. And if you would like and subscribe, that helps me so much. All right, thank you so much. Hello, Group 2. This is your reading for timeless messages that you need to hear right now. So we'll let little Allie hold that card. And all of these cards are shuffled already just for you, Group 2. So I will just very quickly pull the cards out, and I will put a timestamp, also a second timestamp for this reading. So if you want to skip me drawing the cards, you totally can. I know it takes a minute to draw them all. I just like to have it out there in case people like to watch. Okay, let's get started. All right. Group 2. Let's see. We have the 5 of Cups, the Page of Wands, the King of Wands. All right. And the 4 of Pentacles. All right. The Ace of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, right below the 5 of Cups, and then the 4 of Wands. It's a roller coaster. Ace of Swords, and the 7 of Cups. Cool. So let's get some oracle cards. Here, I'll do this. All right, satisfaction. Okay. Accomplishment. Cool. That goes right along with satisfaction, doesn't it? Okay. I am peaceful. Oops. Ancient wisdom. That's very nice. So let's get an animal spirit card here from Kim Kranz. I love this deck. Let's give it one good shuffle. Okay. The Peacock. Cool. And I will be reading out of the book for that. And a couple of these guys. Okay. soul solitude, forgiveness, and hope. Okay. So let's see what we have here for you, group 2. Okay, so presently I see maybe a very recent past energy or an energy that you are still in, of kind of feeling like left out in the cold, or feeling down or hopeless about something. I feel like you lost something important to you, or maybe you are just down in the dumps about something. And then there's also this um, energy of feeling like you don't have enough. So maybe you like lost some money, or um, maybe more than that. Maybe you feel like several things. You feel like your car broke down, your phone got shut off, and your best friend doesn't want to talk to you. Like several things all at once, or maybe just one thing. This will be different for each person, but you'll know how to apply that to your life. There is a message here of feeling at a loss for something, but we also have an energy of a passionate energy coming in. This Page of Wands is kind of bringing in, hey, you can have success at something here. And then with the King of Wands, that is a wonderful message of great passion and success and creativity. So I feel like you have a lot of really creative energy in you right now. So whatever this loss is, you should be able to overcome it if you want to. It may just be a situation here with this kind of the Four of Pentacles energy, feeling like you don't have enough, or that you've lost too much, or that you can't attain it. Needs to be overcome with your creative and innovative mind, because you are a very creative individual. So for this little advice row here, I have the Ace of Pentacles, a beautiful card, but then I have the Five of Pentacles. So that's kind of, again, feeling like at a loss. So I think that the advice here for you is to please let go of any lack mindset. You have all this creative energy. You have all this innovation that you can just grasp at any time. So if you have some kind of like self-doubt, or telling yourself you can't do it, or you're not good enough, take that and throw that in the trash, okay? Because you can do so much. You have so much power to bring about any opportunity, but you have to let go of that kind of negative mindset. You have to let go of it. Whatever it takes. If you have to write affirmations on little sticky notes and put them all over your room or all over your house, put it on the fridge, then do it, because those little affirmations are just going to energize you to keep taking steps towards finding that joy and that alignment in your life. So we also here have the Four of Wands, which is a beautiful celebration. So there's some really positive messages coming through. Celebrate the things that you have in your life, because that's going to continue to bring in more abundance, and it's going to bring in more happiness, bring you closer in alignment with your purpose. And with this Ace of Pentacles and this King of Wands, it's kind of like put your thinking cap on and kind of brainstorm some fun ideas of getting that passion back in your life. Whatever it is. Did you lose somebody that you cared about? Did someone kind of walk away from you, or you had to walk away from them? Is this about a work situation? It might be different for each person, and I actually feel like I'm going to pull a extra card on that, because I feel like it could be all and above, and like all of it, right? I feel like there's different messages for different people, and also some people have lost a couple different things in different aspects of their lives. So I feel like there's a lot of feeling sorry for yourself here, and I don't want it to sound shameful or anything. There's always some time for grieving small losses, but you don't want to get stuck in a mentality of feeling sorry for yourself. I feel like that's coming through, and I don't mean to sound harsh, but if you are feeling sorry for yourself, you've got to got to change that energy and start celebrating the wins. Start celebrating, what you have. Celebrate, if you have to have an unbirthday party for yourself just to get it started, do it, because you have this Ace of Swords here, which is a brand new way of thinking. This is a brand new energy of like, I am innovative. I am putting my, my energy towards innovative new ideas, how to get this back on track. And actually with the Seven of Cups, it looks like you can make quite a big list of options and come up with a lot of opportunities for yourself. So really this advice is to really, settle in a couple, times in the week, like maybe in the evenings, just settle in with a notebook and a pencil. You might start out with sketching or something like that, but then really kind of like get into the flow of ideas. I feel like you really need to vamp up your energy because you have so much potential for success and for abundance. So I feel like, and you can do it on your own. There's no real message here if you needed to reach out and get other people to do it for you. It's an energy within you. So I hope that's making sense. Start making lists. Make a couple of lists. 1 page of affirmations for yourself. I can and I am beautiful affirmations. I can do whatever I want. I can create abundance for myself. And then affirmations of I am smart, I am funny, I am creative, and then a list of what you'd like to see happen for you, what you'd like to do, how you can find alignment. Think about what would be the perfect scenario, for love, for money, for whatever. Write it down and then write down steps towards that direction. Because you can write down all your wishes. They're not just going to come true from nothing, right? You have to start taking steps in some direction. Now, the path may change and shift, and you may be guided in different directions from there, but it's you yourself taking action that's going to get you there. Having faith, having the mindset that you are divine and you are able to have, what you want. You can find alignment with your greatest joys and the energy of taking action to get there. Okay, so let's get in. I may pull some clarifications, I don't know yet, but let's get into some of these oracle cards. We have satisfaction. You let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. Yeah, there you go. So this energy of love guide you to self-approval. Affirmations, write them down. Get yourself a little sticky notepad and write down beautiful affirmations about yourself, all positive, and stick them around your house. Let's see, accomplishment. You can accomplish anything you put your mind to and put energy into. You put your energy and your thoughts into something and you get energy back. So if you're putting negative energy into something, then all you're going to get back is crud. So positive energy and taking those steps to get there. So accomplishment is a wonderful little card for you there. I am peaceful. I always feel like peace is always in alignment with trust. Whatever the situation, having kind of trust that everything has its purpose and its place and that things work out, and having trust that you are on your path, even in rough patches, even when you're dealing with grief. Trust brings peace. All right, ancient wisdom. This is just, having that wisdom. I feel like, with the Ace of Swords, you using your creative and innovative mind, there's so much energy and information available to you if you put your mind to it at any time. And so I feel like that's just a reminder to you that you are so wise and your mind is so infinite. So please take advantage of that beautiful brain that you have. All right, so let's read some of these little ones down here. We have soul solitude. Your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet. a place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, a time for you. And that goes exactly with what I'm saying before about taking some quiet time to yourself to kind of get into a nice flow, some reflection, and just jot down some ideas or just sketch. And, sometimes it's kind of like the first few days you have a notebook, you might not have anything. So just kind of let that pencil sketch something, whatever. And then if you keep doing that, soon you're going to have ideas just flowing. And that's really just taking that time to yourself to do it. Make time for yourself. Make an appointment with you a few times a week. All right, forgiveness. Holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. So those are powerful words. Again, about this energy of feeling sorry for yourself up here. The forgiveness card is saying to forgive whoever crossed you. That does not mean forget. That does not mean, letting down your boundaries. No, but it is forgiveness. And that forgiveness isn't really for them. It's for you. So, always keep your boundaries strong. That doesn't mean not trusting, but that means, having, making sure that you are attending your own energy, not being a doormat for others. Doesn't mean you have to be mean. It just means, keeping your boundaries up, but you can still forgive with love from there. Forgive, don't forget. All right. Let's see here. We have hope. Your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there is always hope, and that is true. That comes back to having that trust, having that I am peaceful, that trust in the universe, knowing that you are taking the steps in the right direction, and as such, that good energy will come back to you. But you got to take steps for yourself, right? It's not going to happen for you. So have that hope and move forward. Okay, so let's read this peacock really quick, and then we will wrap it up. Let's see. Give me just a second to find it. Okay. Let me get a drink real quick. All right, peacock. Inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of self and others. Wow. So that really goes right along with this forgiveness, right? Accepting that you yourself are beautiful inside and out, and that inner beauty shines infinitely. Okay, when the peacock is in balance, you are confident and kind. When you are out of balance, you can't digest situations, stuck in this mindset, this lack mindset, this feeling sorry mindset. So you need to really let go of any of that negativity and accept that life is ups and downs. You may have a broken heart. You may feel left in the cold. You may have lost your job and feel like you have nowhere to turn. But instead of feeling sorry for yourself and giving up, you want to take steps forward, because you will be rewarded infinitely for the energy you put out and into something. To bring into balance, meditation on navel, and that's really referencing the sun chakra, which is about that confidence and putting energy out there, confidence to move forward. All right. Well, I feel like I don't need to pull any clarification cards on that. I feel like we've gotten the messages here for you, group 2. Let go of that lack mindset. Don't feel sorry. You have so much wisdom and creativity and innovation. You can accomplish so much. So have hope, forgive and move forward, start taking those steps. Thank you so much, Group 2. Hello, Group 3. Welcome to your reading for timeless messages. Whatever you need to hear, wherever you are, whenever you are, messages just for you. I have shuffled all these decks just for you already, Group 3. So I will try to get the cards out quickly. I will put a timestamp, a second timestamp for each reading to show where the reading starts, so you can skip all the shuffling if you'd like to, but I do like to have them up for now for people who would like to see it. Okay, so let's get started. Group 3, timeless messages. What do you need to hear? Ooh, everything is fine. Everything is fine. 10 of Swords. Ooh, we have the King of Swords. Knight of Swords. Holy moly. And the World. Wow. All right. 10 of Cups. 6 of Cups. Temperance. The 4 of Cups. And the 9 of Wands. Okay. So let's get some Oracle cards real quick. Try to make it quick. Cause and effect. Okay. Wow. Ooh, I don't like that. I'm gonna give it actually one good shuffle. Just didn't like the way those popped out. Okay. There we go. Attachment. That attachment popping up. All right. I am trustful in my relationships. That one came out for another group as well. I don't remember which one. I think it was Group 1. So if you feel like you were also drawn to Group 1 a little bit, you might check that one out as well. There might be messages for you there. All right. Success. Let's get one of Kim Krantz Animal Spirit cards. I love them. I will read. Ooh, I will probably read out of the book for these. There we go. The crow. Ooh, the crow. I love the crow. Cool. So, group that picked Group 3 is a pretty spiritual group, I think, or highly aware. You've put some work in, learned some lessons. Maybe they were hard. Maybe you're learning one right now and it's going to come to an end soon. I think so. All right, so let's pull a few of these. Oops. One fell. One more time. Okay, we got one here. New beginnings, yes. All right. Another one, light. Yeah, one more card here. Okay, I don't like the way that felt. Sometimes I just gotta go with what I feel, right? Okay. Not sometimes, all the time. Okay. Caregiver. Okay, so let's take a look here. So I like to start with kind of a current energy, or this may be some recent past energy that's still affecting you. We have this 10 of Swords and this King of Swords and the Knight of Swords, right? So I feel like you will have been going through some tough lessons, maybe currently and in your recent past, and maybe even longer than that. There may have been a lot of hard lessons, but this one, I feel like is the one. Like sometimes you go through cycles of kind of learning that same lesson over and over. Maybe relationship, you keep getting back with the same type of person or doing the same things, or even with the same person. And the lessons that you are taking from that, sometimes you have to relearn them. So there may have been some of that, but I feel like you're on your last little cycle here for this, whatever it is, because you have this world here at the end. So you may be feeling kind of stressed, kind of like up in your head, maybe too much in your head. You might need to start kind of not overthinking so much, especially with the what ifs. What if I did this differently? What if I had said this instead of this? Or what if, I had stayed with this person? What if this, person didn't leave me, or I didn't leave them? Whatever, it doesn't matter. There may be just these thoughts in your head on repeat, and you may need to press stop on that repeat button. Okay, change the tune in your head. Are you stuck in negative thinking? Are you stuck in negative self-talk? Are you still feeling ashamed of mistakes from the past or things that may have happened? It's time to kind of let those go, learn the lessons that maybe we had come with them, and let them go. It's time to kind of get out of the head space, really, I think, and start moving from the heart space. That's what I'm feeling. Down here we have some beautiful cards, and these are more of advice down here. There's maybe some conflict, maybe a little competition you feel like, or maybe you feel like you always have to one up, or somebody in your life always has to one up. Well, I feel like it's time to let go of that. Have some, with this temperance, I feel like it's kind of time to have a little bit of patience and put in a little bit of balance into your life, right? Maybe, like I said, you're up in your head, overthinking, overanalyzing, and you may need to kind of let in some heart space energy, kind of, make decisions from the heart. Start letting in a little bit of trust and go with the flow instead of trying to control what you can't control. You have the Four of Cups here, so make sure you're not holding on to any energy of like, I don't have enough, or maybe even stuck in a place of, I don't even want to feel my emotions right now. Don't get into a space of avoidance. So if you are going through some stuff, and I feel like you may be going through it, many of you are who stumble upon this reading, you need to, go through it. Don't avoid it. Don't try to get around these painful or rough situations, because that pain and that grief is not going to last forever. You need to go through your feelings and feel your emotions, because you're going to learn from that. You're going to take things with you from that as you move through these ups and downs. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself. There's an element of self-care in this. If you are in grieving, or if you are in a place of even depression, if you are suffering from any mental health issues that are affecting your life, do reach out for help. I actually put this as a disclaimer too in my descriptions, but it's important, I feel, to say right now, for some of you, if you are suffering from anxiety or depression, or any type of mental illness, or that is affecting your life, affecting your day-to-day, reach out. Please reach out, because you should not suffer that alone. There is no shame whatsoever in receiving help for that. So reach out and get yourself some help. If that is the case, that's not for everybody, obviously, but that may be for a few. I feel that it is. If you don't feel like you have the strength to pick up that phone and make an appointment or find some services that may be able to help you, then just reach out to somebody that you know, a loved one, a friend, even a neighbor, and ask them, tell them that you're going through it and you just would like some help getting in touch with a professional, and let somebody else do the work for you. If you don't feel like you have the strength to do it, let somebody else make the calls. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with getting help in some things you don't have the strength for at the time. Get help, receive help, because we are always in an ebb and flow. Sometimes we're reaching out for help, sometimes we're extending a hand to help others. And either way, that is the ebb and flow of life. So, okay, that message is out there. I had to say that. So let's get back into some of this advice here. We have children here. We have children in the family. Please make sure that you are showing them love. You have, some self-care to do right now, and you also, the care that you give to yourself extends out to your children or to the children in your life, right? Sometimes you have these children in your life that you're caring for maybe, and then you might not be giving yourself enough care. Well, that actually shortchanges those children to some extent. Yes, make sure you're giving children all the appropriate care that they need, but also it's just as important is to make sure you're getting the care that you need, because that is how you sustain giving that love and care to the children in your life. I don't know who that's for. That's a message for some of you who have children in your life, for sure. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself, definitely. This card again with this 9 of Wands too, I feel like there may be an element for some of you that you are always feeling like you're butting heads with people. Make sure that you you don't have to agree with everybody, but be accepting of others. You don't always have to be, butting heads on opinions and topics. Of course, you should have your opinion, but be respectful of others. And, if you feel like you're not being respected, do ask for respect. If you feel like you're having opinions and people are just walking all over it, say, you don't have to agree with me, but please respect me as a person and my opinions. Okay. That is a message for some, but I want to make sure that doesn't get misconstrued. If anyone out there has opinions that are hateful towards marginalized groups, yeah, that's not just an opinion. Just putting that out there. Hate is hate. We don't want any hate. We only want love. Okay, moving on. So let's look at some of these oracle cards. We have cause and effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. All right, we're going back to this Swords energy of your overthinking, your negative thoughts, that loop. We're changing that loop to a positive loop. I told this to group 2 as well. If you need to write some affirmations on like some little sticky notes and put them around your house, that may seem silly, but reading some affirmations, just, you don't have to believe it right away, but write some beautiful self-affirmations. And if you don't have the strength to do it right now, reach out and ask somebody else. You can always reach out and say, hey, I am going through a rough time. Can you just write a few nice affirmations for me to read? Just so I can kind of get on a more positive track. People will be understanding of that. There's no shame in admitting that you are stuck in a negative loop. But the point is to give yourself something to see every day that is positive. So some self-affirmations of positivity just stuck around in your home that you read. You don't have to believe it right away, but just read it every day, because that will start to take effect. Those are seeds that you're planting, and those will grow and become beautiful realities for you. Okay, so we have attachment. I feel like that's the attachment again to the negative loop. That is an attachment. Negative thinking is like an addictive thinking. People get addicted to certain negative mindsets. It's because it gives you almost a hormonal reaction. Or if you're addicted to looking at negative news, turn off the news. It's just little seeds of negativity. So shut it out. Stay informed. Of course, you want to stay informed. But if you're just going back and hitting the news or going on your phone and swiping through and seeing gnarly things that happen that you have no control over, shut it out. That's not positive, and it's not self-care, and it's not loving energy that you need to thrive. All right, I am trustful in my relationships. Absolutely, have trust in your relationships. Give yourself some trust moving forward, and also put a little trust out there for the universe. I always feel like I say that, but there is such an element of peace that comes with allowing that trust that things are happening for a reason. Sometimes you go through rough patches, the ups and downs of life. Those rough patches, those painful times, grief, those are energies that don't last forever. You will come out of that, but you need to experience some of these things at the time and learn your lessons, learn empathy, learn compassion, and have compassion for yourself. But trust that the rough patches don't last forever. Trust that there are always reasons for things. And as you move through life, give trust to the universe that you are guided and that you are okay and that you are never alone. And that trust translates to peace and peace of mind for you. And if you're in a negative headspace, believe me, peace is what you need. Am I right? Okay, we have success here for you. I think that's just a positive little affirmation right now. Whatever you put your mind to and the energy that you put into something, you can get success back. Every time you put your energy into something positive, you are fed back positivity. So remember that. All right, so let's look at some of these down here. We have, there's a little tiny buggy right here. Excuse me. I don't want to squish him. We have new beginnings. Everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving, and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. Yes. So that's this world card right here. There is this lesson that you may have been having some hardships, and there are lessons that you are learning. This cycle is coming to an end and a new one is beginning. So, get ready to say goodbye to that. Cut the cords to negative thinking, cut the cords to that attachment to the past, and allow this cycle to come to a close and learn your lessons so you can move on to the next one. New beginnings. There's always new beginnings, and those are always filled with potential. All right, light. Imagine yourself as a being composed of energy and light, because in reality, that's precisely what you are. You are a powerful being, and people are attracted to your brilliance. This is a time to remember how vibrant you truly are, and that is that those positive affirmations, because you need some self-care and you need some positivity to know that you are a divine and beautiful being. You are a child of the universe. You are a light that shines, and you are a creator, and you can create success in your life. All right, caregiver. We are with you, and Spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and love you provide to others, especially at the end of their lives, just as you receive care and love at the start of your life. Caregivers often focus all their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. Okay, so this is might sound like a little bit heavy, but this caregiver card, I don't necessarily feel like, I know that it mentioned the end of life, and some of you may be caring for some family members, that may be in hospice care or a situation like that, and definitely there's a message of self-care there, and strength be with you, fortitude for you as you move through that time. But I actually feel like this caregiver card right now is more about like what we were talking about earlier with this caring for children. If that's something that you're doing right now, it doesn't matter who you're caring for. The message is clear that you also need to apply some self-care in your life. You're worth it. You're worth it. Um, Definitely. And some type of meditation too, if you can fit it in. I had mentioned this in other groups, and I know I've mentioned it before, but make an appointment with yourself to just take some time to do something just for you. You can sit down with a pad of paper and a pencil and draw a little bit, whatever, write some ideas, write some affirmations, or do some gardening or some things. Those are like active meditations, is what I like to call, just kind of you're putting out some energy and intentions, or just be in a receptive space where you just quiet the mind for a few minutes each day, which is incredibly healing and can really open up some awareness for you. Although with this crow card, I feel like you are quite an aware person already. You may just be stuck in a little bit of a negative headspace at the moment, and not all of you, but this reading really is, I feel like, for those of you who are feeling like you're going through it right now, some negativity in your mind, or maybe you're feeling burnt out and overworked. All right, but let's read this crow card. I feel like there's a lot of messages from this group. All right, let's find the crow. Okay. You get a quick drink. Crow. Spiritually strong, creative, watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities: past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When in balance, psychic, strong, and clear. When out of balance, ungrounded and hypersensitive. To bring into balance, daily meditation practice. Actually, what I just said before about taking that time to be receptive and have, make an appointment with yourself for a little meditation time. Also, I feel like this again is kind of like a message that you are a powerful spiritual being and you are a creator. And so, if you are constantly feeling like negative thoughts, then that brings negativity into your reality. So really try to get into that positive mind frame. If that's you, if you are dealing with that negative loop, do what you can to change it, because that positive loop is really going to bring more positivity and abundance in. And especially with this, crow card, I feel like you really want to try to find that alignment, so you can be bringing in coming back to that alignment with joy and purpose. All right, I feel like that's all I have for you, Group 3. Thank you so much for joining me, and so much love to you.